Hey everyone, Yan Zhao here again. Today, Shi Haikyo. So, last year, Billy Tucci came out with Shi, which was a sort of continuation from his character from the 90s. Haikyo is the newest one, which is the continuation. This is a 2021. First of all, let me say, Billy, thank you. Thank you. Every book is somebody's first comic. Without this prelude, a lot of people are going to be super duper lost. And luckily, I read the first one, but it's been a while. So, we have Anna, who was Shi, which is Japanese for death. She has sort of reunited with her old enemy, who has this guy psychologist has become the new enemy, as psychologists sort of are. Has stolen Anna's daughter, Hotaru. Hotaru meaning firefly. But at any rate, so now these two are off to save Hotaru. And she's a little firecracker. She's been in training. We saw in the previous issue, we'll call that the first issue, being trained by the grandpa. The grandpa does survive, but she gets tied up. Eventually, he takes her to his underground lair, and the crew will catch up at some point. This guy sneaks off. He's supposed to be in jail for like a bajillion murders from the original series. We eventually get to see her husband somewhere here out of jail. Hotaru is trying to fight back. A lot of fighting. Anna fully re-embraces Shi, and there's a fight, and you get to fight the spirits of death, and everything comes out okay in the end. So what can you say? I mean, just in terms of the artwork, this is what you get when you have someone with so many years of experience making books. It's, pretty much flawless. I think in the last one, I found like one or two perspective errors, which Billy Tucci left a comment on a Twitter thread. It's like, oops. But I don't see any of that this time. The colors really flatter the material. Something with this guy, for some reason, he ends up a little strange, but everybody else looks great. Now, one thing I want to point out is, if you can see what looks like kind of webbing in the gutters of the panels. So what Billy does is draw on some of the thematics. So they mentioned a couple times in this book, shibari. Shibari means, here you go, seeing shibari, which in Japanese means to bind. Now, don't Google that, because, especially not if you're at work, because you will find all sorts of things you don't want to see. But these webbing, or really it's like rope work between the panels, it's fantastic to the motif, and most people probably didn't notice. But the interesting thing is, it really guides your eyes into which way you're supposed to read the panels. Now, most panels on most pages, read fairly easily, but this is an extra cue. Let me see if I can find. Billy likes a lot of, very grid pattern designs. I could have sworn there was one or two pages with non-traditional panels that I can't seem to find right now, but at any rate, at some places, here, so you're not confused, like, oh, here, do I go here and then here? And no, because your eye just follows these lines. So that's what you get when you're looking at work by a master. It's got a little bit of violence, a little bit of gore, blood, hot women in very skimpy outfits. Way to go, Billy. Yeah, and it's a pretty good book. And one thing that I do like about this is very beginning, middle, end. The last book was like that too. It had a climax and resolved itself, even though Hotaru was still out there. And this picks up with that storyline. You know, you have to figure out what's the deal with the kidnapper, where he take her, you know, final confrontation, and boom, it's over. And it's set up here at the end. Now the question is, where is Billy gonna go from here? Because is Anna still gonna be Shi, or is the torch gonna get passed to Hotaru? I don't know. Last page, which I kind of wish was at the front. It's the cast of characters, like this, and then right here for the cast of characters. If I had to do the design of the book, that's how I would have done it, and then just started this. You know, I don't remember any double page spreads, so I don't think it would mess up the order too much, but just my opinion. So, Shi, it's a buy. I will probably continue with this series when it's ready, and tell me what you think. Are you liking Shi? What else would you like to see in the book? Would you prefer to see Anna or Hotaru as the lead? So leave your comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back soon.